Okay, so the next thing we're going to start to think about is, okay, we've started doing our analysis. We've thought about our person specification. Then we started to get into the job description and starting to detail it out. Well, there's a bunch of reasons why we really need to think about doing that. And really what that is making sure that we've got a really well prepared person specification. Okay? So once again, we've gone through all that consideration to make sure that we can clearly answer exactly who it is that we want in our organisation and that it then fits with what we've got there in the job description. Okay, because what we're really trying to do is make sure that we've got the right person in the right job. Okay, and that we're reading the person specification saying this is the sort of person we want, and then looking at the job and going, does that person fit? Is there a disconnect, or do we need to make sure that we actually ram that back together a little bit better? Okay, so it avoids a problem of putting the wrong person in the wrong job. Because sometimes you get some great people, we just employ them badly. Or sometimes we create a job really well, just got the wrong person. Okay, just got to think about that a little bit. And the next thing, what that's going to lead us to do is really good job design. Okay, we'll know how the job actually hangs together. And what that means is when the person comes to us and works with us, that it's a rewarding and engaging experience. That they know what they've got to do, they know who they have to talk to, they know what they're going to be using. Okay, they've got all the information up front, and we know exactly what that job, how it fits and what it's supposed to achieve. Because then we can start to track whether it's working or not. What that should then lead to is making sure that we've got a good induction process. So that when the person arrives, we can get them into the company, we can tell them where they fit in, who they fit in with, and get all that together. That then leads to training and development, okay? We can train and develop that person because we know if we've got a bit of a skills gap, we know what the idealized position of that job looks like, and we can start to train them to that point so they're away, okay? It allows us to plan our induction and our training and development design. All right, that then leads to an ability to get involved in performance appraisal. Okay? And what we're talking about there is, okay, how do we measure whether they're doing the job we want or not? Okay, if we don't really know exactly what the job is and aren't really clear on it and who the person is, how are we ever going to measure success? Okay, they need to know what's involved, what will we be looking at, how's that going to go, and that then allows us to not only appraise and get an idea of how they're going, but allow their job evaluation. Okay, job evaluation and review. And what that does is it allows us a process of clearly understanding how everything fits together. We know what the job description is, we know what the job design is, we've introduced the people, we've inducted them, we've trained, developed, we've done performance appraisal, we can see if it works or not. And once we get to this point, if we've got all that data, that's going to allow us to say, right, does this job need to change in the future? Is it exactly right as it is? Or is there a time when that job can be peeled back and we can redeploy the asset, the person, into another area, okay, as part of a review process? So it allows us to get that long-term overview. Do we get towards the end of 6 months, and that, you know, if we had a 6-month contract, and say, actually, look, that job, we need that into the future, and we can advise the person and extend it out. Or is it something we're going to stop there, or do we need to change it to get something else done? Now, those decisions are best made when we're really clear and we know what's going on. All right, if we've got all that, what that then allows us to do is to come down with the REM package. Okay, and what we're talking about there is, okay, now we know all this cool stuff about the job, how much do we need to pay them? Okay, how much is this going to cost? How much do other people get? What happens from there? You know, like how much? Okay, probably very important for us to know. Now that we know how much, we start to think about recruitment and selection. Okay, so all right, now we know all this, where are we going to find this person or people? Okay, how does that need to occur? How do we do the interviews? What are we going to ask in the interview? What do we need to see? Do we need to see licenses? Do we need to see all these different things? Do they understand what the job is? Okay, it allows us to get really good questions and really good checking when they come in. And it also allows for our HR planning. Okay, if we know what people we have, we know what training they're going to need, we know what sort of performance appraisal systems we'll have and the review system down there, that allows us to let our HR guys know straight away, or girls, know them straight away, where we're going to be going, what we're going to be doing, and it gives them like a 6 to 12 months into the future understanding. And then the last one it allows us to do staff career planning. So we've got the career plans for them. Okay, so where do they want to go for developing ongoing relationships with them and to give them guidance on what the company's going to do. Okay, so where are we going in the future? If they want to continue to work with us as stakeholders, freelancers, employees, whatever, this is where we're going in the future, how they can be involved and then they can continue to have a relationship with us. All right, so that's why we analyze. There's a range of things we want to do there, some great information we want to build and really get to the bottom of, and some of the key things it's going to allow us to do for now and our future planning.